Flippin' Steve, Monday morning, about to head out into the 302. Got to pick up some stuff from the store, got some errands to run. I'm going to take you guys with me, and we're also going to check out some auctions Monday morning, which means eBay sales ended last night for myself. Stuff on my watch list ended last night. PWCC stuff tends to go on Sunday. Got some catching up to do. I'm not even sure if I have anything interesting to talk about today, but hopefully we'll get a mail package and I can at least show you a decent card. We also have a channel throwback, Blast from the Past. How many of you guys were around when this was the background of my channel? Comment below if you remember that photo or that portrait, and if you remember where I got it from. Here at the Wally World. I'm just picking up some envelopes to ship out my cards. I got some auctions ending tonight. Make sure you get the padded bubble mailers 6 by 9 inches, because if you're going to wrap your card in cardboard and painter's tape, which you should always do, they won't fit in the envelopes that are smaller than this. Orange pineapple, baby. I'm thinking coming into Walmart, not grabbing a cart. Got the envelope, the V8, and I gotta go grab some bread. Last time I was here, they didn't have the bread that I like. There it is, that plant protein. Absolute Football, which is probably absolute trash. Some more Flux Sucks, just like Target had. Miscellaneous stuff. Nothing really desirable. I used to always like to be here. Sunday evening, so we're going to see what's wrapping up here on the Figgity Fee Bizzle. Of course, it's Sunday evening, and you probably won't be watching this video till Friday, so all this stuff will be obsolete and in the past. But anyway, there's a Mahomes, Luminance, Radiance, Case Hit, PSA 10. This is a Pop 8. I'm looking at it. Current bid's at 81 bucks. I really don't know much over 100 bucks if it's worth it, because I don't know, the time frame or anything to move a card like that. Checking out this Kyler Murray Gold Optic. This thing's going to go out of my ballpark. Again, I've been on the Kyler Murray stuff, but it's pretty much time to jump off as his market is already starting to move, and I don't want to pay upward movement prices. On the ending list, and this is a card that has made the channel a couple times. Not this exact card, but this card in a raw form has sold twice on DC Sports on eBay within the last week. Once was non-paid, it was reconsigned, and then last time it went for a little bit more money. I don't know if that sale was legit. I haven't checked. But I showed it in a recent video, so you guys know what I'm talking about if you've been following the channel. And if you haven't, I guess you should start. And this is a BGS 9 going for $2,000, but the final bid had a 0 feedback. So it did get to $2,000, very legit, but the final bid in winter is a 0 feedback. So it wasn't shilled. It looks like the last legit bid was $2,000 on the dot. And then the other night I talked about these. I lost this Crash Davis. I just had to let it go. This Kevin Costner PC item. It pushed up to about $1,000 raw. Don't see these that much, but I just am not in the current mindset to spend high dollar on PC items right now. A couple hours later here on the Figgity Fee Bizzle, some of these auctions have wrapped up. I was on the floor working the casino, so I could not get in on this Justin Fields that ended at like 160. This Kyler, 1600 on the Gold Optic. I knew that would go high. I actually thought it might go a little bit higher. The Mahomes Luminance Case Hit ended up going for 255. So actually, that card sold pretty strong there, Yahoo Cards. That was the auctions ending on my watch list. I did also have 4 items sell tonight. The Dale Earnhardt actually has already been paid, 308 bucks. I believe I bought this right around $180, graded it with SGC. So there's going to be some profit there, even after the fees. The Jordan, I traded a Ernie Banks on Veriswap, the old Veriswap, Veriswap app, for this Jordan here, and I had picked up that Ernie Banks for about 150 bucks at Chantilly, and it took me a couple years. I just couldn't move it for 300 in value, which is what I wanted. Got into a higher liquidity card, which was a Jordan insert. Sam Darnold here actually went for 53 bucks. My boy Sammy D. I am finally in the green on Sam Darnold. I probably took a loss on the individual card, but it doesn't matter what I sell my Sam Darnolds at now, because everything is profit. And also, surprisingly, my Doctor Strange card ended up hitting 160. Also made an Instagram sale. The Trey Lance Contenders. This is the playoff ticket out of 49. I thought it was out of 99. Anyway, out of 49, moved this card on Instagram. Maybe I ripped myself off, not even knowing the serial number. Know your cards. Don't make my mistakes. See, let's grab this right here. Being someone who doesn't flip or sell cards, full time, this is just my side hustle, hobby, if you will, because honestly, that's what it is, whether it's collecting or making money. But it's just what I do on the side. I do have my full-time career. I have my family and things like that. So to have fun with it and keep myself sane, I don't typically list more than 5 eBay auctions that go off at the same time. And usually it's Sundays, 7-day auction. If I decide to list something later in the week, on like a Tuesday or something, then I run it for 5 days, but I'll have them all ending on the same day. And I really, like I said, I never really do more than 5. So I don't have so many packages to do, because throughout the week, I will do Instagram deals and MySlabs and other platforms and buy and sell on there. So I'll have packages here and there, but then I'll also have my auction ending packages at the end of the week. I could just recommend that to anybody who's like feeling burnout or gets burnout. Man, speaking of overwhelming, I'm putting out too much content, man. I gotta slow down. Because even I get burned out with the little bit that I do. Just do it in moderation, just like anything that you love. Do it in moderation and don't overdo it. We're going to throw this Earnhardt into a new graded card bag, because if I take this sticker off, it's going to leave this doo-doo behind on it. So we're going to do this. The owner deserves to have their slab in a bag, protected, a nice new one. I'll also show you guys how I like to prep my packages for mailing. Oh no, Sammy D, you gotta go. We've spent so much time together. Got a cardboard slat, you know what that means. It's an Amazon box. Reuse your shipping. Kids, do not play with knives. Have your parents do this stuff. What I like to do is I like to take the cards and package them up and then label them or write something on there. So I know that's the Dale Earnhardt. I know that's the Jordan insert, the Doctor Strange card, so on and so forth. I'll go upstairs to like my office / movie room / car room, whatever you want to call it, where I hang out sometimes, and I'll print out my labels. And you stay up here and sleep. Oh, okay. Stretch it out. And then I will apply my labels to the packages that are already ready to go. For me, it just kind of beats doing a package, printing out a label, slapping it on there. And what I'll do to prevent any confusion, I'll write something at the bottom of the label, like this says Trey. So I know that this label goes onto the Trey Lance. A giant ass crow in my window feeder. Mail just arrived. I'm not sure if I have any packages or not. All I know is that it is February here in the 302, and I'm outside in a t-shirt and bare feet as I walk to the mailbox, and it feels like a spring day. Holy crap, I got a stack of mail. I got a voicemail from British Airways talking about changes to an upcoming flight, man. I hope this isn't bad. The plan is to fly to Budapest right here. I'm going to stay 3 nights. I'm going to take a train to Bratislava here in the good old Slovakia. I'm going to stay a night there. Going to take a train to Vienna. Going to stay 3 nights there. Also going to see Coldplay in concert. Then going to take a train up to Prague in the Czech Republic after leaving Austria. I'm going to stay 3 nights there. Then I'm taking a train for the afternoon to Berlin. I'm going to hang out in Berlin for the day. Come back to the Czech Republic and Prague and fly home. But it's going to be really cool to see what kind of sports cars they have over there. I've already been looking into it, and I know that hockey is popular, and I also know that soccer is popular. Where were we before I got off topic? That's right, 6 mail packages. I don't think I'll get through all these in one video, guys. I heard a thud over here, guys. This is like my birds watching area. There's all kinds of bird feeders and squirrel feeders and a bat house and everything out there, and a bench. I like to go out there and chill sometimes in the spring. But all that aside, birds be flying into this window all the time. Like, look at this here. Just heard a big thud. You can see where there's some feathers, something. And then look at the outlines. Because there's bird outlines all over them where they just be flying into them. What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? What are you doing with that? Oh, she's crazy. First card is the Patrick Mahomes Panini 1 Surge. I believe this is case hit out of Panini 1. Expensive, pricey product. I bought this like the day before the Super Bowl, and it just arrived through eBay Authenticity. Sometimes it just takes forever. But the thing that I love about some of these inserts out of the higher end products, mid to higher end, it's not flawless, it's not NT, but it is Panini 1. Products like that and like Spectra that are pricey have some really cool, rare, nice case hit inserts. In fact, if you guys want a video on that, more in depth on my thoughts and some undervalued inserts, comment below and I'll work on that one. Next up is a 2021 Select Blue Prism out of $199. Justin Fields PSA 10. If this looks familiar, there is a reason why. The funny story is I just traded one of these for what came in this package right here, coming from my man Joel, who enjoys the content. Thank you very much. And we pulled off a deal. I'll show you the card inside. As an added bonus, these 90s inserts are just so classic. Just take me back. Dan Marino himself, old school Dolphins, 90s inserts. Man, growing up in the hobby. Case hit, Radiance out of Luminance and the BGS 9.5 of Mr. Tom Brady. I picked this up, and you guys saw where the Patrick Mahomes in a PSA 10 did $255 in auction last night, as I highlighted that earlier. Another cool card. I also want to talk about some deals that fell through or didn't work out for me this week, because all people ever show you is the deals that do happen. You did see my eBay auctions that I lost, but those happen all the time. I did try to pull off a deal for a Kyler Murray Flawless and a PSA 10. There's a photo of it right there, numbered out of 10. RPA, very nice card. With as much Kyler Murray that I already own, I didn't feel comfortable offering as much as the seller would have liked. I did make a decent offer, but I wouldn't say a very good offer, so I don't blame the seller for holding on to that card. Just under different circumstances, maybe I would have offered more if I didn't have as much Kyler as I already had. The other card was also on PWCC auction place that I'll get into in a minute, as well as I'm trying to work out a deal to move all my Sam Darnolds in one big lot. I got somebody interested on Instagram. However, that deal hasn't come through yet, but here are the Darnold cards, and we are going back and forth. Again, just haven't gotten it done. I am part-time at the cards, like I said earlier in the video. As you see, I'm currently at work finishing up this. We'll head over to PWCC to show you the card that I lost. Stop by the old Veriswap crap app right quickly. 3DBE, you'll get $15 trade credit. Yeah, to go towards your fees and shit. So, right here, declined under successful deals. You see the Kyler Murray for the Mike Trout. They were interested in my Kyler Murray BGS 9.5, which I have valued at $425. Now, mind you, the last PSA 9 did $250, and the last raw copy did over $300. So I believe $400 to $425 is very, very fair. The card that I was interested in is a PSA 9 Topps Update Mike Trout. This card is not as good, but this card is highly liquid. If I could get this card for the Kyler Murray, it'd be an easy sale for me. So I would turn the $400 to $425 value of Kyler Murray into this and then be able to sell this easier probably than the Kyler Murray. However, this is valued at $755. This card is $400 to $450 all day long, and it sells every single day. There's nothing rare about it. It's a flooded pop, but it's got high liquidity at $400 to $450. They have it valued at $755, and they wanted to value my Kyler Murray at $250. So that's just some of the stuff you deal with over here on Veriswap. They have their card jacked up from $450 to $750, and they want to value my card, which I think is a fair assessment, at $150 less. Then the main card I was really interested in on the old PWC over here was the SGC 9 LeBron James Solar Eclipse. I have a PSA 9. You guys have seen it in previous videos. Easily valued over $1,000. So I was just kind of hoping that this would go in the $500 to $600 range, maybe even $650, $700, and it would be a snap candidate. I'd just be able to bust it out, resubmit it, hopefully get a good grade with PSA, and just make profit off buying an SGC slab and resubmit it to PSA. However, it went for $810. Go ahead and wrap this video up with my number one tip, at least for me, when it comes to being a part-time sports card flipper. And that is moderation. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to overextend yourself, whether that's with budget or with your time. If you're buying lots and lots of inventory, you want to make sure you have the means to move it. You don't want to buy too much and get bottlenecked. Whether you're planning on sending those cards to grading or putting them straight to auction or consigning them or even setting up occasionally at a show, you want to make sure your inventory doesn't get overwhelming to the point to where you can't keep up with it. And a lot of times buying cards is the easy part. Like you saw, I sell 5 or so packages per week on eBay. If I was to buy 20 cards plus per week, I would build up inventory faster than I was moving it out. Not because I wouldn't be able to move that out or wouldn't want to move the cards out, but because just the infrastructure that I have in place as being solely myself. Also on the side with the content, I also, and I have my job and my family. So to remain prosperous with what I'm doing, I realize I need to stay within my means. I need to not pretend that I'm someone that I'm not. and I need to just sell at my pace, which means I got to buy at my pace. And that pace is going to be different for everybody. Just don't overwhelm yourself. You'll be stuck with a bunch of cards and you won't know what to do with them. And in the end, you'll just unload them and you'll cost yourself money. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Even if you don't, thanks for watching. All right, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your time off. Somebody's a sleepy beast. Sleepy beast.